Hi, my name is Alicia Douglas and I am back again with another video providing information on what I learned in CLM 120. So last week we had a representative from the career fair providing us with information on how to be successful in an interview. She gave us tips on what we should do before an interview, what to expect during an interview, and what we should do after an interview. She told us that the first 4 to 9 minutes of an interview are the most critical because you have the handshake, you have introductions, and you have small talk. She also gave us qualities that employers seek, and some of those qualities are communication skills, honesty, interpersonal skills, analytical skills, teamwork, and flexibility, and those are just to name a few. So before the interview, she told us that it's a really good idea to make sure we know the company and or school that we're going to interview for. So learn about the mission, the history, and the goals of the organization so that just in case the interviewer asks us a question about that, we will already know. She also told us to make sure that we do our research on the company as well, just to make sure we know background information about the company. And she also told us some things that we should take to an interview. She recommended us to take a folder, and in that folder we should have copies of our resume and or a cover letter and maybe a portfolio or work that we have done in school. She also told us to make sure that we know where our interview is going to be at. So it'll be a good idea to either go the day before exactly where your interview will be at so that when it's time for our interview, we won't be late. And she also told us that it's okay to be early, but don't be too early because if you're too early, you'll be sitting around for hours waiting for your interview. She also told us about the different types of interviews that there are. There are group interviews, phone interviews, video interviews, second and on-site interviews, and interviews during meals. That really stood out to me because I experienced a group interview before and I also experienced a phone interview before, and that was really interesting because at first I thought it was only one-to-one interviews. I didn't know that there could be interviews like with other people or even during a meal, so that really stood out to me. She also gave us different questions that we might get in an interview, and some of those questions were: tell me about yourself, why do you want to work here, what are your strengths and weaknesses, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years, and why should we hire you? I'm glad that she gave us those questions because I'm preparing for an interview that I may have when I apply for pharmacy school. So this information was really helpful to me because I might be having an interview soon when I apply to pharmacy school. Thank you for watching.